Hello everyone, the Klaus here, and today guys I'm going to review a Hero Factory set released in 2011 as part of the second wave of this year, dubbed Savage Planet, and today I'm going to review a mid-sized set, and it's going to be Fangz, one of the three Savage Beasts, well yes, one of the three mid-sized Savage Beasts controlled by the evil Witch Doctor. So as you can see, the box is features some lime green color with a nice as you can see, broken effect on the kind of like the wall has been broken, so it's quite good looking. The Lego Hero Factory logo, the name Fangz, edge recommendation, and the set number. And obviously you will have Fangz on the front picture, and as you can see on the back, you have also on the background, excuse me, you have also other Fangz which jumps around the jungle, because remember this second wave takes place in the jungle of the Quattros planet. And well, apart from this kind of devastated jungle right there, which with some nice effects, I think that's all for the front part of the box. On the side, the background continues. On the top of the box, you will have a 1:1 picture scale of the Fangz head, as you can see right there, Fangz head. Nothing really interesting on the other side. And then on the back, a little comic, well, kind of like a little comic strip explaining you what's the situation. So, for example, Witch Doctor attacks the planet, Hero Factory are called, they are sent to the planet, and as you can see here, you have a fight scene or battle scene between Fangz and Next 3.0. And I think that's all for the box, so quite good looking, with some nice effect, and shows you the model in a clear way. Now it's time to move on to the instruction booklet, quickly of course. So you will have the same picture as the front of the box, plus the damaged wall in lime green, and also Witch Doctor's head used as a logo, which is okay, don't really know why, but here it is. Legos explain you to sort your part, even if of course it's not really useful, because you will not really have that tons of pieces and parts in this set. Then you have the instructions, which goes for 13 steps, right there. The parts list, then a fight scene between this time Waspix and Furno 3.0, so some other Hero Factory models from this second wave, and also an ad for the DVD, the first DVD, which sums up all the 4 first released episodes, then an ad for the website, an ad for the Hero Recon team website, which allows you to build and buy your own hero based on a 2.0 frame, and then some other ads and the wing page. And now it's time to move on to the set itself, and first the frame, the body frame, and also the different parts of Fangz. So as you can see, in terms of body frame, we're going to use a thin one, which will of course have the 5 useful ball joints, so this means 2 for the rear legs, 2 for the front legs, and 1 for the neck. As you can see, the front legs are made with these 2 skeleton parts, so a thin one and a long one. Then you will have a connector plus an old Piraka cloud foot, as you can see in black with some silver fade, so it's not really a new part. It was with before, if I'm correct, in the Bionicle universe, in the Bionicle sim, by the way. And then you will have the rear legs, which this time will be a little more complex because they will feature 3 skeleton parts, as you can see, 3 frame parts, and then an Makuta 2008 cloud fit, as you can see. So nothing really new right there. And finally, you will have the neck, which is mounted on one part, then a connector, then the steel-shaped part with 2 points of connection, and then some spear put on this part. And I think that's all for this element. So I'm going to take back the instruction booklet, and we're going to link some of the armors, of course. So first we're going to link some armors on the different legs. So first the rear legs. We're going to use this 5-sized armors, this black armors on this part right there. Then this little one in silver. The color scheme will be obviously silver, dark silver, black, and trans orange for this set. here we go. The same on the other side, quickly. Then the front legs, we're going to use first this big armor part, then we're going to add a new mod from this web, which is this one, which you can find, for example, on Wojo or even on Waspix. It will be linked right there. Then some more classic armors on this budget, of course, because thanks to the connectors. The same on the other side. And here we go. Now we're going also to link a trans orange part, as you can see. So this type of parts were available before in Jetbug in the first wave of 2011, and this time we're going to have a lot of trans orange parts in this set, which is quite cool. So the first one, which does not have any print, it will be linked on the ball joint, on the middle ball joint, on the body frame. It will be linked like that, and as you can see, well, we have to add some more parts if we want to make the spines on the back, and so to do that we're going to use this part. So this gray part, this skeleton part, a long one as you can see, then a little one, a Glatorian neck, and this new part from the second wave, which will be used, well, it's a little spike, and it will be used as a tail. And it will be linked right there on the body frame, thanks to the two pinholes. And as you can see, we have added two more ball joints on the web part, and it will be useful to link some other parts of armor. So first, I'm going to link this little one on the tail right here, and then I'm going to link some more trans orange parts, but this time with a nice print on it. As you can see, you have a little print, and of course, you also have the quadra spikes, which features a black and fade with red, as you can see. It will be linked like that, and we're going to do that 3 times. Well, excuse me, because there's 2 ones, as you can see, and this one which is linked in another way. So, we're going first on the 2 ball joints here, and there. And now I'm going to use this one on the last ball joint. So like that. And finally, the 2 last parts. Another printed part, but this time it's, I think, a longer armor part. And also it features a different print, as you can see, which is different than the 3 other ones. And now we're going to link the head, which of course is exclusive to this set in terms of mold. And it looks like that. Notice the little teeth on the front, the of course large open mouth, the holes for the eyes, and the details on the ears. Also notice that there is nothing on the back, so it's quite empty. And now we're going, of course, like the other villains or the other savage beasts, we're going to link the armor part right there, thanks to the 2 points of connection on the head. And now we have a ball joint, and we're going to use this ball joint on this mid. Well, we have, a connector, and this connector will be linked to the middle ball joint on the dark gray part, like that. And here we go. Fangz is finished. So I'm going to do a little turnaround quickly, and then we'll talk about the articulations of this set. So articulations, let's first begin with the legs. So first, the front legs, well, you can move these things up to 90 degrees, not more. Of course, on the shoulders, you have a little more range of articulation, even if with the big armor it's sometimes quite hard to turn, but nothing really which can be moved, if I can say so. You can still move those things clearly. Then you have also no problems on the paws or feet, because that's whatever you want. Then for the rear legs, you have more ball joints, in fact, so you have this one which do not have any big problems. Then you have this one which you can move up to this point, of course, and also on the back without any problems. Of course, it can just move up and down, not on the sides because of the ball joints used. And then we have this ball joint right there, which can be moved up to this point, as you can see, and also on the front like that. And then this part, which doesn't really have any problem. So here we go for the rear legs. Then you have also tons of ball joint for the spin. So for the spine, excuse me, so you can move these things on the side or up and down if you want, for example, to make a special shape with his spine. You can do this type of stuff. For example, the tail now got two ball joints, so one on the side, which can be moved a little up and down, and of course this one, which is a little more free and can be moved on these directions. So no big problem for the tail. You can still, even if it's not really that big, you can still move it the way you want, I think. And finally, you got the head, so the neck can look on the side, up and down. Plus, also notice that you can move these things up and down if you want, even if I don't really see well, it's not really useful in my opinion, but you can move this the way you want. And so that's also, I'm going to do a little pause with Fangz. Right there. So excuse me if you can't really see clearly the head because of the dark line, guys. And well, here we go. And if you want a comparison size with Hero, here it is, next 3.0. So you can see how the two looks like together. And so here we go. So if you want a sum up on Fangz, so first the color scheme. So the color scheme is quite classic because it will rely on black and silver, which is really a classic color scheme. It's not really that interesting, even if here it's well executed. In fact, the most interesting color here is obviously the trans orange, which is really a cool color and which really adds to the overall model, because without the transparent orange, it will not really look as good as it is now. So yes, a pretty classic color scheme if you accept, yes, if you put aside the black and silver colors, which are pretty classic by now. Now you have the construction, the building, so it works, I think, quite nice. Well, it's okay. I think the only interesting elements are the spines, how it is made, how it is linked, and apart from that, nothing really new or nothing really that interesting. It works well, it works right, no parts fall over or stuff like that. It's a strong build, a strong construction, but apart from the spines, it's not that original. Then you have the parts section, which I found personally pretty great, because you have many armors in black and silver, which can be quite useful. You have this big one. Obviously, you will have the exclusive head plus some nice 2011 with two parts, like there's two ones, the spikes on the back, and three quasi spikes. And more importantly for me, because I'm a big fan of transparent or translucent parts, is of course the five trans orange parts, which are really cool. Plus 4 of them got a print, and also you got 2 different type of printed parts, so it's really cool. And I think in terms of color scheme, it's really alright, really good, and for mockers it can be really useful for the parts it brings in. Then you have the articulations. Like I said, it's, I think, okay. There is no big problems in terms of articulations for me. I think it works quite right. It's a 4-leg creature, so obviously it will be sometimes a little limited in its pose, but apart from that, I think it's great, and you don't really have any big problems in terms of articulations with this set. Then you have the overall design. Well, it's a 4-leg creature, so some of you may remember, for example, Spinax from the Bionicle Sim, which was also a 4-legged creature, which was released with the Maxilos Titan set. So, well, it kind of looked like the same. I think, well, for me, it's not the most original design ever, but at least it works alright. The only complaint you may have with this set, I think, is the head, which is a little crossover between a Watt and I don't really know, in fact. It really looks like a Watt because of the little teeth on the middle. Also, some might not really like the big open mouth, and also these 2 spikes just looks weird, because maybe they are supposed to represent some tusks, kind of like Wojo or Nest, I don't really know, but it just looks weird. I think it's original, of course, it's original, but it looks, yeah, so of course, you can put them off if you don't really like them, but still it looks a little weird, and I don't really know, so it's original, but at the same time a little weird, and maybe a little misplaced for a set which got this type of design. The spine really looks good because the armors kind of follows it kind of follows in terms of shape, except here which you have an all. And except for that, it's a good design. So overall, Fangz it's a good set. It's not the best one because, for example, I really prefer Waspix, which in my opinion is more original and well done in a better way. The same can be said for Wojo, even if Wojo is a little limited in articulations. So Fangz, to be clear, is well articulated, got some nice parts, have an okay design, but it's not that good. I think for me, in my opinion, is pretty okay. It's an okay set, but could have been done a little better with maybe a little more original. I don't really know why, but well, still you got some nice part. Is well articulated. The color scheme is all white, and the overall design is quite nice, even if not the most original you have ever seen. But for a 4-leg creature, I think is quite good, because also it is the only 4-leg creature with this type of design, because Wojo is more like kind of a chimp, if I can say so, and Waspix is more like a mosquito. So I think he's the only one to be kind of like a tiger wat like. So well, an okay set. I can recommend you this one, but maybe you will look before on Wojo or Waspix, which in my opinion are a little more original, but it's a matter of opinion. So I think that's all. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask them. I will happily answer them. And that's all, guys, for this review on Fangz. Remember that I have already reviewed all the Hero Factory 3.0 sets. So if you want a review in particular on this new wave, you can just search it on my channel page on the search box. You just have to type in the set you want, and I think you will find the set you search without any big problems, because I have already reviewed all the sets. So Fangz was the last one. Hope you enjoyed this video review, guys. Questions, comments, feel free to ask them, and see you later for another video review. Bye bye!